Hey guys, Sir Table here, bringing you another Pokemon Gen 6 Wi-Fi battle against Stiny, my friend from college. This is actually the first battle I ever had with this team, and this is my first team. Um, yeah, so I went with Dracon for the first battle. Then I'm gonna start going in order now, just because it's only fair. But I like to feed off the hype sometimes. Anyways, he's looking at his team. He's got the Asia Slash and I have no idea. At the time, I had no idea what Forges did, and it was going to cost me. But anyway, let's get right into it, because I'm too slow to pick up the video. Anyway, he's going to lead off with his Rotom, I believe. Yeah, Voltergeist, the Rotom. He's really good at those names, too. I'm going to lead off with the Destroyer of Worlds. And I think I'm going to switch out from the Destroyer of Worlds to go straight into Venusaur, knowing that it can take a lot of things that it can dish out, that Rotom can dish out, even HP Fire. Most notably because my Venusaur is specially defensive. He's going to go for the Will-O-Wisp, which I did not expect. I really should start expecting more bulky Rotoms. But in Gen 5, I just use a Choice Scarf Rotom a lot. But anyways, I'm going to go for Sleep Powder and Miss because yeah. And then he's going to go for the Volt Switch to get some momentum on me. I'm pretty sure he switches right into Goodra, knowing that because Goodra has Sap Sipper, so my Venusaur cannot do anything to this thing except Sludge Bomb. So I think, yeah. So he gets the Sap Sipper boost. At the time, I was like, wow, because he kept telling me, oh, he's looking for a gooey Goodra, but I guess he couldn't get one, so he had to settle for Sap Sipper. So I'm gonna switch out. I'm gonna go into Carbink since it can tank a lot of things. Carbink is actually has base 150 in both special defense and defense, so I'm pretty confident it can take any move, even if any move from Goodra, like even a special hit, even though it's invested in all defense and all HP. So I know he's gonna switch out, so I'm gonna take this opportunity to set up my screen. He's gonna set up Spikes, and if there's a lesson I learned with battling this team more, Spikes absolutely wreck this team. Like, since I don't have a spinner, I really want to switch out Carbink for Donphan, but at this point I think Carbink's kind of my mascot. So I go for Stealth Rock, and that's all pretty much Carbink can do other than Rock Tomb people to death, but I only have that just because of lure speed. I'm going to go into Chandelure. I'm going to phase out his Skarmory because I don't want him setting up any more spikes on me. I'm going to go straight for the Fire Blast, even though he's probably going to just come out with Goodra. I'm not sure if he has Assault Vest at the time. He has Assault Vest in later games with me, but he does not have Assault Vest right now. So I get the miss anyway. It's not like it would have done anything. So I'm going to switch out for Chandelure. I'm going to go back into Carbink, and I'm probably just, since I set up all my screens, I'm probably just going to Rock Tomb everything. Carbink is just a really good dual screener, in my opinion. He's not going to be OU, let's be real here, but, you know, I like him. He's cool. So I'm going to set up my Reflect again, since I think I either didn't set it up or it probably wore off. He's going to go for the Whirlwind instead of setting up Spikes. I think he should have set up his third layer of Spikes if he already hasn't. Because then, like, Carbink can't do anything to him, honestly. Like, Rock Tomb can't do a thing to Skarmory. So I'm going to go into my Vaporeon, which is my phase for the game. He's going to set up his third layer of Spikes. I think I'm just going to go for the Scald. If there's one thing I noticed about this game, about this pre-Pokemon Bank meta, is that you need a phaser, because this gen loves bulky sweepers, or at least the teams I fought on here and on Showdown. So that's why I have Vaporeon. So I'm gonna go for I think I'm gonna go for the Scald again, just to try and get the burn. And I've been having really good luck with this Vaporeon. Well, this is also before I named him. I think I named him E-Siggy later, just because I'm stupid. So I'm gonna go for Scald. It's not gonna get the burn as I'd hope. My light screen is gonna wear off, so I gotta take Vaporeon out, go straight back into Venusaur. Even though I know if I try to do anything, he's either gonna Volt Switch or he's gonna go straight into Goodra. I'm pretty sure he does Volt Switch because he has no reason not to. Oh, he goes for Will-O-Wisp. Okay, he goes for a Will-O-Wisp thinking I'm gonna switch into something else, I guess, or just trying to burn Vaporeon, because Vaporeon is really, really good. So he's gonna Volt Switch, and he's gonna go straight into Goodra. I think I know he's gonna go straight into Goodra, so I go right for the Sludge Bomb, because that's basically anything I can do. And I also found out that Ferrothorn completely with the grass nerf, or not grass nerf, the grass buff, since I can't put Ferrothorn to sleep with Sleep Powder, Ferrothorn completely walls my Venusaur for days. So he's gonna go. I'm gonna go for Sludge Bomb. I'm gonna get the poison, and after I think I battled him a second time later on, like a few days later, and I got the poison again, or I either get the poison on the burn on his Goodra. He keeps calling his Goodra the status magnet. So he's gonna go for the T-ball to finish me off. Actually, it was not gonna quite do it, so I'm able to get another sludge bomb off, and I'm pretty sure I live with just barely a smidgen of HP thanks to Black Sludge, while he's being withered away by my poison. Yep. Yeah, 4 HP because Venusaur is a boss. And he's gonna go for the Thunderbolt just to finish me off, and this gives me switch initiative to anything I want. But his Goodra is almost dead anyway, so it doesn't really matter what I send in at this point, as long as it's not Chandelure. And it didn't dawn on to me at the time, but my Chandelure completely dominates his Mega. So I'm gonna go for the I'm gonna go with my Dragonite. I'm gonna go for a Dragon Claw. This is a Dragon Dance Dragonite, but I don't have leftovers. I only have one leftovers because they only give you one in the game. So I have Life Orb on him, which is kind of bad because it breaks his multi-skill. So I think I switch it out for Lumberry later, but I have to remember to give it Outrage later. So he's gonna go into his Florges, and at the time I had no idea what it did. I just knew it was a fairy. So I'm gonna go into Scizor, and he's gonna Calm Mind, which I did not expect because I've never seen this thing in battle before ever. So I'm assuming he's I think I was assuming that he was max HP, max defense, because then he would have Calm Mind to cover his weaknesses. But we find out later that that is not the case, because either that or Florges is just bulky as hell. I know he's going to switch out because he's going to be phased out by my Scizor. I'm going to take this opportunity to Mega Evolve. And I keep seeing Aegislash everywhere and no Magnezone, so I don't know why I have Brick Break on my Scizor. Pursuit seems like a much better option, at least for the time being, until Pokemon Bank comes out. I know you can get Magnezone regardless, but still, he just seems less and less common, even because there's a hidden power nerf. So it's not like you can trap Aegislash and one-shot it like you could with anything else. So I can't do anything to this Aegislash. I'm just gonna switch out and go into something that can. I know he's gonna go for the Sword Dance because he knows I'm gonna switch out, because Scizor cannot do anything without Pursuit, especially since he's in his defensive stats and he has the King Shield. But there is one thing about Stiny's Aegislash: he does not carry the Shadow Sneak, because he likes Shadow Claw with Sword Dance because it does a ton more damage than Shadow Sneak. So that's gonna, with the crit, that is gonna demolish my Vaporeon. He would have lived without the crit, but that's just part of the game. I'm gonna go into my Dragonite knowing that since he does not have the, well, actually, I think he thought I had Earthquake, so he didn't King Shield. And I think I thought he had Shadow Sneak, but I came in knowing that, I know I'm faster, and I think I can take a +2 Shadow Sneak, considering most of his investment is in his defensive stats. So I'm gonna go for, I went for a Fire Punch. He does not King Shield, to my rejoicing that he did not King Shield, because then I probably would have lost. He's gonna go for the Will-O-Wisp, and I predict that I go into Chandelure, and then I'm gonna go for the Energy Ball just to be safe. I was banking on predicting something else and just Fire Blasting it, but I do not want to get Hydro Pump, so I just go for the Energy Ball anyway. Better be safe than sorry. He's gonna go for his Blaziken, even though I can't hit it, I think he knows since he knows I can't do anything to him when I'm locked in Energy Ball. I'm just gonna go straight into Carbink, knowing that he's probably gonna Swords Dance or something, because I know he's either gonna Protect or Swords Dance, because he can't do anything to Chandelure. And knowing that, I probably should have just stayed in and just kept Energy Balling, because I wasn't gonna lose that trade, because High Jump Kick is just gonna go through him, and Flare Rush is just gonna power me up more. So his only options are Protect and Swords Dance, since he does not carry the Earthquake, since we're still kind of stuck in 5th gen at this point. So I'm gonna go into Carbink. I'm gonna go for the Rock Tomb. He knows that Carbink can tank at least one hit, so he switches out. And I'm gonna switch. Oh, I guess I don't go for a Rock Tomb. I'm gonna go for a Chandelure, and I thought this thing was a Grass type because it looks like a Grass type and it's named Florges, but it's not, and it's really specially defensive. And I just did not know. It doesn't matter. I miss anyway, and he Moonblasts my Chandelure, and that's the end of my Chandelure. Right? Okay, well, he doesn't quite kill it, but my Chandelure is not gonna be enough to kill his Florges, and my Chandelure is gonna die, and there goes my only defense against his Mega Poke. a lot of people don't expect. Well, from what I've been playing recently in my streams, people keep saying like, oh, they expect Calm Mind Willow with Chandelure, but I like sweeping Chandelure just because I need something with Flash Fire that can hit hard, and Flareon's not gonna cut it, and I don't think I need a special hitter anyway. So I go into Scizor thinking that since he took that, he's max HP, max special defense, so I can probably KO it with a Bullet Punch, which I do go for the Bullet Punch, either that or I go for the Swords Dance. Yes, I do go for the Swords Dance, and he's probably gonna Whirlwind me, so forgive me, I don't know what happens exactly in these matches, just because this was like a couple days ago. I'm gonna go for the Brick Break, and he's even though he is a Skarmory, it's not gonna be enough to withstand a Sword Dance from Mega Chainsaw Hands right here, or Mega Clamps. I don't know. I thought they were chainsaws at first, but I guess they're just clamps. So I'm gonna go for the Bullet Punch, even though I know it wouldn't KO. I was hoping it would, because Blaziken's defenses aren't that great, but it doesn't. He's gonna go for the Flare Blitz, and thus he kills my Scizor, but thank God my Scizor was at like half health, because the recoil actually kills his Mega, so now it's a double down, and now all he has left is his Florges, and I have, who do I have left? I have Dragonite left, and even though since I know it's not physically defensive, I know I can take a hit from Moonblast since he needs the Calm Mind. He's gonna go for the Moonblast. I just barely live it. I knew I would live it, but it's just barely, because because he's not invested. I'm gonna go for the Fire Punch. The Life Orb is gonna kill me, but thankfully Carbink is still alive, so that just proves that Carbink is the best Pokemon in the world, and I take that match. So good game, Stiny. We like breed Pokemon for each other and stuff. So I look forward to fighting your next team, and this time, I do fight him a second time. Anyway, I'm rambling.